What happens when a man steps onto a stage and suddenly the giants of bodybuilding look smaller? What happens when one presence, one physique, commands silence, awe, and disbelief all at once? This isn't mythology. This isn't fantasy. This is the story of a man from Slovakia who has forced the bodybuilding world to stop and pay attention. His name is Michal Krizo, Križánek, a force of nature, a storm in human form, and a living monument of size, power, and aesthetics. When Krizo walks under the blinding lights of competition, the energy changes. The crowd doesn't simply watch him, they feel him. His arms hang like granite pillars, his shoulders spread like armor, and his presence consumes the stage. In that instant you understand, this man is not here to follow the path of others. He is here to build his own legend. But behind this presence of steel lies a journey forged in fire. A journey that began far from the Olympia spotlight. A journey of grit, obsession, and transformation. This is the story of how a young man from a small European nation became one of the most feared names in modern bodybuilding. Slovakia may not be the first country you think of when it comes to bodybuilding greatness. Yet, it was from this quiet land that Krizo emerged. As a teenager, he was no different from many others, searching for his identity, searching for strength. But once he stepped into a gym, something awoke inside him. The clang of plates, the burn of each rep, the discipline of training, it consumed him. While others treated lifting as a hobby, Krizo treated it as survival. His genetics gave him the blueprint, but his hunger built the foundation. Every drop of sweat, every aching session became another stone in the empire he was constructing. Soon, the whispers began. In Slovakia's gyms, in small local shows, his name spread like wildfire. There's a monster growing here. Before the Olympia spotlight, Krizo built his kingdom elsewhere, the IFBB Elite Pro League. While many athletes chased the IFBB Pro League route, Krizo chose a different battlefield, and there he became nearly untouchable. Show after show, his size and symmetry crushed the competition. Fans couldn't ignore him, and rivals couldn't stop him. His arms, among the most massive ever seen, became his trademark, drawing gasps from audiences worldwide. In the Elite Pro, Krizo was not just winning, he was dominating. But as his reign continued, one question echoed louder each year. What if Krizo crossed over? What if he stood with the best of the best on the Mr. Olympia stage? In 2022, the bodybuilding world got its answer. Krizo made a decision that changed everything. He left the Elite Pro and entered the NPC, the only gateway to the IFBB Pro League and the Olympia dream. It was a risky move. Critics doubted him. Some claimed he would never meet Olympia standards of conditioning. Others argued his dominance would end the moment he faced tougher athletes. But Krizo never lived for approval. He lived for the iron, for the grind, and for the chance to prove them all wrong. His NPC debut sent shockwaves through the sport. With sheer size, proportion, and undeniable presence, he crushed the competition and secured his IFBB Pro card. The message was clear. The Titan from Slovakia was no longer a distant name. He was now officially on the road to Mr. Olympia. Krizo's Olympia debut was not about winning the Sando. It was about making the world see him. And he did exactly that. Standing shoulder to shoulder with bodybuilding's finest, Big Ramy, Hadi Chupan, Derek Lunsford, Krizo made his presence impossible to ignore. Though not yet champion, he showed flashes of greatness. Mass combined with shape, power mixed with flow. Fans compared his silhouette to legends, while others saw in him the future of the sport. The Olympia stage had its dark horse, and his name was Krizo. What makes Krizo different is not just his size, it is the way his body tells a story of balance. His shoulders stretch wide like wings, creating a taper that dominates every pose. His chest is thick and full, flowing into a waist that stays tight despite the enormous mass above it. And then, of course, there are his arms, vein-laced, round, and enormous. Arms that have become a symbol of his entire career. Few in the sport today, or even in the past, can rival them. Yet it is not just about size. Over time, Krizo has sharpened his conditioning, carving detail into that mass, sculpting himself into something both monstrous and aesthetic. He is the rare hybrid, a blend of brute power and artistic shape. But Krizo's rise is more than just muscle. It is a symbol of possibility. For young athletes across Europe, he is proof that greatness is not locked to one nation, one path, or one federation. That even from a small town in Slovakia, with relentless willpower, the biggest stages in the world can be conquered. Social media has only amplified this. Millions follow his training clips, his posing sessions, his relentless journey. To many, he is not just an athlete, he is motivation. Living proof that discipline, sacrifice, and vision can turn a man into a giant. As bodybuilding evolves, so too does the anticipation around Krizo. He has already proven he belongs among the elite. But belonging is not enough. His hunger is clear. He does not just want to stand on Olympia's stage. He wants to own it. The question now lingers in the minds of fans and critics alike. Will Michal Krizo rise higher? Will he one day hold the Sando Trophy above his head, etching his name among the immortals of the sport? Only time, iron, and relentless sacrifice will answer. But one thing is certain, Krizo is not finished. In fact, he has only just begun. Michal Krizo, Križánek is more than a competitor. He is a phenomenon. From the shadows of Slovakia to the bright lights of Olympia, from doubted newcomer to feared contender, his journey is proof of what obsession and resilience can achieve. And when the stage lights blaze and the music builds, one figure will step forward, casting a shadow larger than life. With arms like cannons, a frame carved from stone, and a spirit forged in fire, there will stand Michal Krizo, the titan who came from nowhere to challenge the gods of bodybuilding.